It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator, General West.
59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Bang, 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 bang. Yo, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you.
Greystone, Travis.
Twist. He's coming.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Mike 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. 15 runner. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
To throw on 2nd down. Donnelly. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
X3, 218, chopper.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Five.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Rush in.
Shoot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16. Yard line.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
59. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Switch. Watch the safety creep. Shoot.
Protein spill. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Go.
He's checking. Crash. Check 99.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Alpha. Tony, look at me. Zipper. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos nothing.
It's just me and you.
Off play action. Donnelly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Cameron, the intended receiver there.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check.
Hey! Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, team 6.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Mike's fine.
Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Get him, boys. Check, check. Fresh down. Fresh. Yep.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Set. 30 base. Check 59. We own them. We own them. Kill, 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 kill. 80 weapons. Mike's 59. Oh, shit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
59. Know your job. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, lock it. Under crunch. Under crunch. Ready.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
You ready? Check. 59. 59. You don't know no better. Go. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The point after is good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
7. 1st down, Broncos.
Ready? Right. 50 seconds left. I got it. Double tight. Double tight. You got 3.
On 1st down, Phillips. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Logan. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Back to throw. Donnelly. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
4 down, 4 down. Mike, 58, right there.
On 4th down, Donnelly. This is the tight end fan. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check, check, check. Off.
2nd and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
You draw quarters.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
I smell 50.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Strip that ball.
Look, squeeze. Bam, bam.
26, check 26. Hatchet, hatchet.
Rock it.
The twins. Shoot.
Hey, Sam off.
Check three.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's another Raiders first down.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. Donnelly looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up and down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Wild now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Go.
59. Mike. 59.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They run again with Logan. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, it's Logan, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Look at me. Zip, hit it.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Donnelly. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Mike, right, 7. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first down, it's Phillips. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on 3rd down, Donnelly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Back now in the East Bay, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming. Mike, check. 59.
Hey. Let's go.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
He's coming. Double up.
Five.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Looking to throw. Donnelly. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw. Donnelly. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, check, lucky.
Yep.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Cameron. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Exit.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Mike, check.
Go. Lead grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man is the tight end, Nick Ball. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
On the ready.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 59.
Yo, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Phillips. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Donnelly. Now a desperation throw deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Oakland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on